It is the first week of the month, and the product development team is buzzing. The project board is completely filled with fresh ideas, and every single engineer eagerly grabs a ticket to start building a new feature. They are operating at absolute 100% capacity. There is a very real chemical dopamine hit that comes with kicking off a brand new task. And when an unexpected snag hits one of those projects, say a delay waiting for a security review, the common managerial instinct is to keep everyone moving. So the manager assigns another new project to fill the gap. Fast forward 3 weeks. Every single person on the team is completely booked, stressed, and exhausted. Yet, despite maximum effort, not a single new feature has actually crossed the finish line to reach the customer. This is not an issue of personal laziness. When a team operates with zero room for error, normal, tiny delays from one person cascade into a massive jam that slows down everyone else. We call this a corporate phantom jam, which leaves us with a mathematical problem. If everyone is working at maximum capacity, why does maximizing a team's busyness guarantee that their actual output will flatline? To understand the slowdown, we have to look at the plumbing of knowledge work. In physical manufacturing, if you start too many tasks without finishing them, the problem is obvious. You literally have car parts piled up on the factory floor, blocking the exits. In an office, that unfinished inventory is entirely invisible. It takes the form of unread email threads, stalled Slack messages, and half-finished code sitting idle on a server. This is the actual purpose of a Kanban board. It is not a to-do list. It is a truth radiator. Its primary job is to shine a harsh spotlight on the internal plumbing of your organization, making that hidden, stalled work impossible to ignore. Every single time a worker has to mentally jump back and forth between these invisible, stalled tasks, they pay a context-switching tax. This is the hidden cost paid in lost time, reduced focus, and increased errors every time human attention is forced to pivot. Striving to keep every worker 100% busy does not create efficiency. It creates an invisible factory floor packed with depreciating, perishable information that loses its value the longer it sits incomplete. Every system that delivers a product relies on 3 specific mechanics. First is the arrival rate, or how quickly new requests come into the system. Second is the service rate, which is how fast the team actually completes the work. In between those two is the queue, the physical or digital waiting line of unstarted tasks. This chart shows the mathematical relationship between how busy a system is and how long things take to finish. According to Little's law and Kingman's formula, a moment the arrival of new work outpaces your team's service rate, the wait time for everything shoots upward exponentially. Most corporate offices run on a push system. Managers blindly shove work onto already busy people. But highly efficient systems operate on pull, meaning a task only moves forward when the next step actively requests it. Japanese auto engineers realized this when they observed an American supermarket after World War II. When a customer bought a box of cereal, the stock clerk didn't guess what was needed to keep the shelves full. The empty space itself was the direct signal to pull new inventory. True, sustainable progress only happens when work is pulled through the system in response to actual, real-time capacity and consumption, rather than speculatively pushing tasks onto a team just to keep everyone occupied. As a manager, you cannot instantly increase your team's cognitive processing speed. You also cannot force customers to stop demanding new value. You only have direct control over one independent variable in the entire delivery equation, work in progress, or WIP. Setting a strict limit on work in progress is not a policy for micromanaging people. It is a structural stop sign. It sets a hard maximum for the number of active tasks allowed in the system at one time, protecting the physical integrity of your workflow. When that limit is hit, it forces a swarming mechanic. Because no one is allowed to start a new project, the entire team must collaborate to unblock the current task and finish it before a new one can be pulled. This creates spare capacity, often called slack. Far from being a waste of financial resources, slack is a vital insurance policy. It gives your system the room it needs to handle unexpected emergencies without the entire production line collapsing. Once your flow is stabilized, you can stop giving stakeholders single, exact delivery dates that are highly likely to fail. Instead, you can look at the historical data of your system to provide probabilistic forecasts, a mathematically grounded range of likely outcomes based on actual performance. So take a hard look at your own calendar. If every single minute of your day is booked back to back, your capacity to absorb change is gone. You have to decide, are you actually managing the flow of value, or are you just managing to look busy?